And the enemy begins their fourth phase as we get ready to conclude Scenario 6. Thanks again for joining me. The music track playing here on the enemy side is titled Morgan, named after the inept magician himself. But good on him, he actually got a song named after him. That's quite impressive, all things considered. Not sure how much longer we're going to be hearing it pop up though, because if I'm not mistaken, we won't be seeing too much of him past this. Because he's gotten away from us a few times. You know, like a slippery Lilil. Just wiggled right between our hands, but I think we've got him cornered now finally, him and his warlock. Same for his Sheikah. They're not going to be of any help to him whatsoever. Well, what's this? Punish who? Punish how? Punish when? Not today, but you can try. Oh, okay, they might actually, yeah. Alright. Yeah, try that with Cherie, try that with Hein, try that with Elwin. On second thought, don't try that with Hein. I mean, he's got a good attack, but... Liana. I would love to attack with Liana. I'm sure you guys would love to see Liana attack. Should we do that? I mean, she'd be safe. Let's go for the tougher ones. I think she can handle them. Yes! Those 2 hits were worth it. Look at her go. Show the game. You don't have to be a stereotypical damsel in distress. That gimmick is well played out. But this is an older game, so we'll cut it a little bit of slack in that area. Cherie. We still got a couple of horsemen left to deal with. So if we could get these soldiers up north. Well, I mean pikemen when I say soldiers. We don't want the soldiers to fight them. Technically, they're all soldiers. Maybe they should have called the soldiers swordsmen. Just to add a little distinction. Anyway, let's not get too technical, right? Elwin could probably handle them okay, but he would take some damage, I'm pretty sure. Ah, who cares? He can handle it. Ooh, that did hurt though. It's alright though. He's got support. I mean, because on the right we've got that lone Sheikah and we've got that fighter. Neither of which can do anything to anybody. They have no men left, so we don't have to worry about them. We'll focus here. Save Morgan for last, of course. Keep his health low when we can, and pick off everybody else. Oh yes, the Griffins will do good here. Even better than I expected. Minor injuries. Don't want them to attack Morgan though. Oh, no. We can attack the tribesmen here though. Go back where you came. And took very little damage from his thunder. Was he about to say Sheikah or something else? I'll let you and your imagination decide. As for you, you will breathe. Oh, no. Because we can get in the trees. And even with the bonuses from Scott, they managed to do it. That's very impressive. Sheikah is no more. So maybe we should just give this to Hein. But probably not going to do that. The fighter, I mean. The one that we have surrounded right now. I mean, because his pikemen aren't going to be tough enough, are they? Oh, maybe they will be. Despite being inherently weak to him, his class, his stats are just so low that, yeah, they might be able to get the job done. So maybe we will give it to Hein. He certainly earned it. But what's the rush? Rather attack when they're at full health? Make sure everybody's at manual. Don't want any surprises from our people. Aaron's not even trying now. He might be getting tired. He's just playing it smart though. Again, pick off the remnants before you cut them off at the source. Now, will they actually go in for the kill on this warlock, I'm wondering. No, they're just gonna surround him. Which again is not a terrible tactic. They have this other group here as well too, so... Ooh. Oh yeah, oh, that was the soldiers. I was thinking, why are they taking so much damage? But that was not the gladiators, that was the soldiers. Yeah. When they're hurting that much, even the pikemen can finish them off. What's Morgan doing? Oh, he's not at full health. He's not going to be able to take them out. Got them as low as he could, though. Credit. Oh, he's in the trees. That's going to help him. How much is the question? Not too much. Just enough to prolong his pain. Aaron's got it. Not bothered. Now... I'm thinking we want to... yeah, keep him surrounded. We want to knock Morgan back down too, though. He's at 8. We want him at 7 or lower. We won't be using Hein to do that this turn, though. This will not end him. But if they can hurt him a bit... You guys took that too literally. You could have did a little more. But it's okay. We have help all around us. And we're going to call upon that help. It's the only way. Another heal? Oh, that's a perfect group to hit. And even better, class change achieved. She can become a shaman as well. And I really like her outfit for shaman. It really suits her. Very stylish. But she can also become a healer, or, believe it or not, a lord. Take her a completely different route altogether. I'm going to make her a healer, I think. Shaman, I'm really tempted to, but I can't pass up on monks, and I can't pass up on turn undead. That is an extremely powerful spell when used at the right time. It will instantly kill any troops who are of the undead variety. And we haven't seen any of them yet, but we will very, very soon. As soon as the next scenario. So this is why we did what we did, to get what we got. And I can't wait to show it off. And she still gets all the appropriate experience for all of the enemies she takes out with that spell, so also a great way to advance her levels rapidly. Again, in the right situations. The only downside to the spell is that it only targets troops. It does not affect undead commanders. And I don't really consider that a bad thing. That's just keeping it from being too broken. Because a lot of powerful enemies in this game are undead, so if you could take them out with a 5 MP spell just like that, yeah. We don't want to suck all the challenge out of this. You know? It's more satisfying when you have to work hard to achieve your ends, I think. Which is again why I don't like my games to be too easy. I don't want them to be a migraine in the making, that's not fun either, but somewhere in between, somewhere in the middle. Ooh, did you hear that? Those griffins really gave it to him. It's like playing the drum on top of his skull. And for the finish, stealing the experience. But he's the leader, it's okay. No level though. Gonna bring Scott's men up. Oh! I haven't talked about the secret item. Guess what? There is a secret item on this map. So before I forget about it, oh, don't let that happen. Because if I ever do forget about it, I'll have to go back and redo a fight. No mistake about it. It's far away, so I think Scott is the best one to get it. He has that flight. Let's make use of it. There are actually two items here. One we will receive if all of the NPCs survive, and at this point, I think that's safe. Especially with old Aaron here. And okay, he was getting tired, so... But Master? He knows Cherie. And he taught her his fighting style. So more to him than meets the eye for sure. So more than happy to level him up. To a lord maybe, a knight, or a shaman. Again, he's a very interesting looking shaman, very distinguished. He would be good as a lord or a knight for sure. I'm going to make him... Yeah. I eventually am going to put him on the knight's path to get more attack. But for now we'll make him a lord so that he'll have a little more defense and have access to healing. So in a pinch when all else fails, if he can't get in there for some melee, he can just recover from a distance or help out his friends, get some experience that way. In this game, the more people you have with healing spells, the better. And the sooner at that. What can you guys do? 1, 2 maybe? A few, because he has no defense. And they've got just enough attack to pinch his cheeks a bit. We're just playing with this fighter at this point. I keep wanting to think he's a lord because of his portrait, but no, he's just a fighter. Just your standard sub-level. Nobody. And we need to keep all of them alive, or at least Morgan long enough for Scott to retrieve that item. Might as well keep his troops close by. Though really the Griffiths will be effective on their own against the likes of these clowns. These buffoons. Morgan really wouldn't be out of place in the Three Stooges program, would he? I mean, because he's just botched every job he's been given. I want to know how he became a high-ranking officer under Egbert's command, because Egbert, unlike Morgan here, is no jester. And you'll see this for yourself eventually. He is a big deal. I don't know, maybe they're related, because sometimes that happens. People bring their relatives along for the ride, appoint them to positions they don't deserve, just because of who they are. You got your cousin working somewhere and they don't even know the basic skills required for the job. That's always obnoxious, especially when you have people who are more qualified, who are left to something that is beneath them, just because. And hey, it wouldn't be a battle without an ambush, right? Not in this game. Thankfully, it's minimal. There's nobody else coming. This is it for his reinforcements. This one Hawk Knight and his Griffins. I'll be honest though, I kind of wasn't thinking about them. I would have positioned my people a little better, but actually we're in a pretty good position as is. Whether they attack Hein or Cherie, we're pretty well situated, and I can let them come to us next turn and weaken them with magic. For right now though, we're going to focus on these guys. Because he's surrounded, as long as they can't attack Hein directly, I have nothing to be worried about. And as long as we keep him under 7, we can continue to toy. What to do about Morgan though? Again, we just want to keep him weak. We don't want to do too much damage. We don't want our men to get overzealous. It can happen. See, like that, that's all we needed. He'll recover and not even for full health. That's perfect. Let's get Elwin closer to counteract this threat. This impending attack. Form a wall. Usually the best way to go in this situation. Unfortunately, some of these men are not going to get a benefit since Scott's so far away, so we're going to put them up front. They're going to take one for the team, I'm afraid. It will be worth it. It's a part of war, I'm afraid. No getting around it. A few will fall for the many to stand. But this is why we're working towards a war. This is why we're working towards a world without war. That is the end goal here. I know it seems contradictory. You're fighting to preserve peace. And we found a Runestone. We were talking about those earlier, right? So you did see that you want to sit somebody over the well, which probably would have to be Scott. I don't know if a ground unit could occupy that space. I haven't used it before. But there we go. Got a Runestone. Not too much good at the moment, but believe me, with those little trinkets, we're going to be able to turn a few of our people into juggernauts. Those few will probably end up being Elwin, Hein possibly, and Cherie. Actually, not Hein, sadly. I'd like to. He is a good candidate because you get him early enough to where he can catch back up later and make up for it. Because again, it resets your levels. It takes you back, so you have to go through the class tree again. But you retain all your stats and troop types that you've accumulated up to that point. That's how it allows you to get so powerful. And you can stack them, you can keep reusing them on the same character as often as you like. So, I'm not going to use one on Hein, I would like to. But the thing is, I've decided to make him our summoner of choice. Because because he can get to that class quicker than anyone else. And I want to be able to start using summons as soon as I can. So if I used a Runestone on him, it would take him back, and we'd have to work back up through all these other classes on our way to summoner. So rather than do that, I will just specialize him in that area. His final stats will not be as impressive as Elwin or Cherie as a result, but he'll be just fine, believe me. He just won't be omnipotent or anything like that. If I had enough time, because again, I don't want to abuse level skipping codes, you can do that, and I think sometimes the developers actually intended for you to use it for certain situations. So, I don't know. It's there, you have access to it, but I'm not going to use it. I just want to keep this as a regular playthrough, as if it's your first time and you don't know about that level skip. So with that in mind, who can I give a Runestone to and still get them up to their final class in time? That pretty much just narrows it down to Elwin and Cherie. They're each going to get one because that's all I can afford to use and catch them up. The rest of them I'll probably end up selling for a lot of P. I'm not quite sure what that P stands for. Is it points? Whatever it is, we're going to get a lot of it for each of those. And that's going to be helpful because eventually we're going to unlock some secret battles. And each of those battles has a secret shop. And you can buy some rare and expensive items at these secret shops that we want. And how are we going to earn a lot of money quick? By selling old junk. There we go. Getting it done. Yeah, so much for that ambush. Don't want to forget about Morgan here. He can still hurt a bit. So we'll try to prevent that. They couldn't quite do it. Yeah, no need to overextend though. Let's not press it. We very much have this. It's only a matter of time. And these griffins can still be helpful, so we'll bring them down. They don't need Scott. He helps, but can't wait to be able to hire some gladiators for ourselves. Because unfortunately, Aaron's not going to have them as a lord. Nope, just the soldiers and the pikemen. His next promotion, though, he'll probably be able to have them, though. If I'm remembering right. Not a single scratch on our civilians. I like to see that. If only every battle was this easy regarding them. They won't be. Yeah, do what you can, Morgan. The sands of time are falling on you. And the glass is very much half empty. And that would be the top half. Ooh, no, please, don't do that. Bad. That was close. Ooh, I've got to pay more attention, huh? Ooh, if we had lost her... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's okay though. Yeah, I didn't think they'd be able to finish them all. Did not like that. Thankfully, she has enough MP to heal. Oh, but she's back to level 1, so it's not going to be very useful. I probably should just get her out of the way. But it's okay, we've only got a few griffins left, so we just need to finish them off, and there goes the danger. We don't need to lose our cool just because of a close encounter, right? There will be some scuffles in the skirmish, it's inevitable. Besides, Scott's about to rejoin the battle, pitch in, if there's anything left for him to pitch. Because Elwin here is not taking any names today. He is taking some levels. And they wouldn't be able to finish anybody off, so we're not going to do that. Hein, you have magic that we haven't been using nearly enough. Perfect opportunity for thunder. Liana probably could take out that one griffin, but I don't feel like being that reckless right now. Pikemen typically don't do too well against griffins, but when they're that weakened, they do okay. But again, keep in mind, as our classes improve, so will our boost to our men. So you can take a weak unit like a soldier or a guardman. If your commander is giving them enough attack and defense, they will be able to put out tremendous results. Even when they have no right to, in terms of the class trees and troop advantages. All the different affinities at play here. It's a lot to juggle, it's a lot to account for, but you want to stay on top of it. Makes a big difference in the long run. Let's see how they do. Because of his relatively low defense, they were able to do a little bit. So much better if Scott was nearby, though. But hey, we got Cherie. That wave didn't look high enough to hit it, but somehow it did. And I'm not complaining. Come on, guys. Oh, I wanted them to get it so bad. It would have been sweet, sweet revenge for almost taking down our cleric. Or now priest. Or now healer. Oh, gonna get those mixed up. She is officially a healer now. Which sounds so basic and blasé. You would think that would be the starting class for her. But I think her starting class was known as Sister. So Sister to Cleric to Healer. And then up next will probably be Priest. Or High Priest. Something. There we go. +4 attack. Just enough. Is this the end? Yes, it is. Morgan's last hurrah. I think we've played with this fighter long enough. We're done toying with his emotions. Who is going to get the experience? That's all it comes down to. They should do a couple of points. Or one. He probably has some good magic defense. Yeah, Cherie just got one. No need to be greedy with her. 7. Take him to 7. Yes. Good job, guys. We're just about ready to wrap this up. Put a bow on it because it's done. Let's get some experience for her real quick though. Again, it's only a cross formation right now, but that was excellent. Now with the attack spell, they can do damage. +8, +9. Gotta love it. I think this will be it. Because we wanted to hit level 2. It wasn't enough to promote her. We want to have access to that turn undead as soon as we can. Hopefully this will be enough. Yes! Turn undead learned. Next scenario, guys, you're going to see it in action. It's fantastic. So we can end the battle now, finally. And yep, I figured they would be more than enough. And with that, Morgan is done. We have seen our last tantrum from him. Yeah, he's quick as a whip. He knows why we're here. The Imperial Army. You did just fine to me. That was an odd thing to say, Elwin. It sounded like he was patronizing him. A holy sword and a demon sword. Well, we know what the holy sword is. That's Langrisser. Oh, thanks, Liana. Steal my thunder. And they've made several mentions of Alhazard, so of course that's the demonic counterpart. Thank you, Aaron. I'm just gonna shut up. I'll let them tell you. I agree, Hein. What about you guys? Having fun so far? And they'd like to express their thanks for the help. We've received an amulet, a very powerful trinket that greatly boosts anybody's magic defense. And this extends to their troops as well. So, I'm gonna get some more levels out of this. Protection. And fantastic finale. I'm really glad with how this turned out. Guys, thanks as always for watching, for the support. Play Langrisser, what can I say? In the meantime, we're gonna take a break and come back with scenario 7. Till then, have a wonderful day, take care of yourselves, and hopefully, see you soon.